Alaska boasts more than 100,000 glaciers. They cover 5% of the state, nearly 30,000 square miles, an area larger than West Virginia. Alaska's glaciers come in many varieties. Most are inland glaciers, like those on Denali, but there are many near the coast that flow right into the sea. 20 of these tidewater glaciers reside here in Prince William Sound, the highest concentration of them in the world. The granddaddy of all tidewater glaciers is the Bering, the largest and longest glacier in North America. Looking up at it from its end, the Bering is so wide, it barely fits in the frame. From one side to the other, it's a mind-boggling 10 miles wide. The source of this mighty glacier lies here, high in the Wrangell and St. Elias Mountains, the tallest coastal mountains in the world. Here in what's called the Bagley Icefield, heavy winter snows have accumulated over eons, filling up the high plateau like a giant bathtub. More than half a mile thick in places, the vast ice sheet is 120 miles long and 6 miles wide. On the surface, splashes of brilliant color break up the endless white. Spots of melting snow have created ponds and channels that refreeze into stunning veins of blue ice. The Bagley Icefield feeds ice into the top of the Bering Glacier, where it begins to wind downhill towards the coast. But the Bering isn't the only glacier to feed off this ice field. The Bagley is so massive that it also nourishes dozens of smaller glaciers that flow out of the range and into the valleys below. Global warming is taking a big bite out of Alaska's glaciers. With temperatures here rising twice as fast as those in the lower 48, many of the state's glaciers are beating a hasty retreat. Scientists estimate that the Bering alone has lost about 7.5 miles of ice since 1900. All that extra melting produces lots of water. The Bering releases 6.5 trillion gallons of water into the Gulf of Alaska each year. That's twice the volume of water in the entire Colorado River. Scientists are concerned that the increasing meltwater could change ocean currents out in the Gulf. But glacial meltwater also creates some of Alaska's most fantastical landscapes, like this one, the Copper River Delta. Here, the combined flow from 6 glacial rivers slows to a trickle as it fans out across the coastal plain. Through this crazy quilt of mudflats and marsh, streams created by melted ice snake their way to the sea. The meltwater deposits thousands of tons of nutrient-rich silt into the delta each year, building mudflats 600 feet deep. The delta is also home to the largest continuous stretch of wetlands on the Pacific coast. This amazing ecosystem supports millions of birds and fish, including spawning grounds for the prized Copper River salmon.